When I was a kid, I had asked a boy, I said, "Hey, come help me with the dishes." And his mom said, "No, no, no. He'll take out the trash. You do the dishes." And that just dumbfounded me. And I was like, "Well, why?" And later on, she told me, because he's a little boy, he needs to do boy things. You're the girl, so you got to do the girl things. So you wash the dishes.
What happened when he went to college?
Yeah, he's still there.
Bleep.
Yeah, yeah.
Should there be traditional roles still? How do you live in a society that is non-traditional? If you're leaving,
Yeah, then you're in a culture shock.
and the number of people that I remember in college couldn't figure out how to work the pay laundry machines.
Yes.
Or didn't understand what felt like very basic hygiene and just general take care of yourself things.
Yes.
I get it. This is your first time away for most. Like, is that because we're treated by a traditional gender role?
We started on our knees, had no light. Then we found our way to church. God got our knees and said right. You pulled us out the dirt. Now we're walking in our purpose, not just shopping in vain. And calling our Holy Father, staying away from the lies, 'cause you taught us how to apply. We got the way you do it. Yeah, you did it, and you did it. When the road got rough, you pulled us through it. You always do it. Yeah, you did it. Yeah, we got the way you do it. Yeah. Walk a little different by avenue. Let's get into it.
Welcome back to Different by Avenue. I'm Dee, and I'm here with Bree. Tomorrow is the Feast of Ascension, marking the moment Jesus leveled up. So today we are talking about how we level up in our roles as wives.
This is one of those topics that people get really heated about in the comments, but we're going to look at it with grace. Lord, thank you for the great way you have wired each of us. Whether we are stay-at-home moms, corporate bosses, or a mix of both, help us to honor you in our marriages. Remove the spirit of comparison from this conversation. Amen.
Amen. We are two wives who don't necessarily fit into one specific box.
We've navigated the pressures of Proverbs 31 woman while living in the 21st century. It's a balancing act. They were pulling back from the curtain on how we handle it.
Versus non-traditional. In the traditional corner, you have the stay-at-home mom, homeschooling, bread-making vibe. In the non-traditional, you have the dual income, shared chores, career-focused dynamic.
And then there's the rest of us living in the avenue right in the middle, where we're going to talk about the pros and cons of each and what scripture actually says.
Okay, I think people use scripture to kind of beat women over the head with tradition. Look at Proverbs 31 woman. She was a real estate mogul. I mean, she bought fields and ran a business. I highly recommend that you read into it.
She wasn't just sitting around. For me, coming from the foster system, my role had to be non-traditional because my life was non-traditional. Bo and I have a partnership where the roles shift depending on who has the capacity at that time on that day.
Is one better than the other? I really don't think so. I think the better is the role that's specific to your home and brings you peace. My pro for tradition is the stability it brings, but my pro for non-traditional is there's a shared burden. As you said, yours is non-traditional. I mean, I'd probably say the same, and we actually joke a lot on how someone from another century would walk in and go, "Excuse me," like sometimes it feels like there's days it's complete flip-flop. I know I've talked before about learning a lot of mechanics from my father, learning a lot of handy work from my father's. I'm most of the time the handy person, and it's okay. Like I enjoy that stuff. I have minored in sculpture, so anything to do with my hands, like I'm happy for. Give me all the IKEA furniture, even though I hate their instructions. I can interpret hieroglyphics, so it's okay. Like let's do. I'm okay with it, and that's I take on what would be the traditional male role in that sense. I'm building things. I'm checking in the cars and fixing the car. And my husband will be cooking because I love his food.
Yeah.
I know you joked about his food before, but not all of it is like, cook.
It's just when he tries tries healthy stuff and wants to try it on you, I don't want to be the taste tester. I want it once he's perfected it. I'm ready.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not his best critic because I'm like, oh, this is delicious. He's like, what are you talking about? This is so bad. I don't know what you're talking about. Coming in, you would think, okay, that's a flip. That's a huge flip.
Mhm.
But in terms of taking care of our kid, that is pretty. I don't know. I feel kind of flipped that be, because I breastfed and he inherently is more attached to mom. And so there's a lot of things that even if my husband wanted to help with, he doesn't want help with. He wants me. I'm the one who is the preferred parent. Not that he can't do the things, it just ends up being wants me. I end up being the mom who takes care of a bunch of stuff. But then I also feel like discipline is a little more traditional, that I feel like I'm a little more lenient, even though my patience is thinner. My husband is more on the strong discipline figure.
Yeah.
Comparative to me. So that would fit more of the mixed. We're not traditional, we're not untraditional. It just depends on the situation.
Okay. I would say before I got married, yes, I was very hands-on. When I got married, I was like, I don't like touching the trash if I don't have to. So like, there's things that I appreciate that he'll still do, like take the trash out.
Yeah.
If my car goes down, I know he can fix it for me. I don't have to try to YouTube or figure out something. He'll do it all for me.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. But then there's times where like I'm working late and he'll cook. He's for looking out for me. Because I'm the type of person I get angry.
Oh.
I have to eat or just something else. And you know, it's not intentional. The intent is to still be that loving Proverbs wife. It just doesn't always come out that way. So yes, I would say we're definitely mixed in a lot of ways, but there are some things where we're more traditional than I would say discipline. I'm in the same boat where Bo is more the discipline. Well, I don't know. We kind of shared in that with our foster daughter in the aspect where I was the one that was like, hey, we got to get homework done. You're going to do this first. You know, you can have a snack while you're doing it, but we're going to do this. Where he was like, you know, we'll learn math as we're shopping, stuff like that. But then when she did something that required like immediate action, that's when the gruff came out of him. Hey, hey, go on in that room and relax yourself, or, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it was kind of, a little bit of a mixture.
You know, are you making bread?
No.
No sourdough for you?
No.
I don't know if, like, can traditional still be had now?
It is. There are women that are fully traditional. They stay at home. They
don't do any of the male jobs.
I mean, maybe like, I don't want to stereotype, but like people that are on farms, they still like help with farm work too.
Right? Like that's
But
not.
that's still kind of traditional. They gotta go out there and get the eggs.
Okay.
So, and I'm pretty sure whenever their kids get of age, then, you know, they have their sons do more of the manly things. Okay. One thing that came to mind when I was a kid and, I was doing dishes and I said, hey, come help me with the dishes. And his mom said, no. He'll take out the trash. You do the dishes. And that just dumbfounded me. And I was like, well, why? And later on, she told me, because he's a little boy, he needs to do the boy thing. You're the girl, so you got to do the girl thing. So you wash the dishes.
What happened when he went to college? Oh, do we leave that out?
Yeah, he's still there.
Bleep.
Yeah, he's
okay. So again, my point being, should there be traditional roles still? Because for exactly that, how do you live in a society that is non-traditional if you still live on a farm and everyone is in that same bubble? That's probably the only situation I could find that it could work. But if you're leaving,
yeah, then you're in a culture shock.
and the number of people that I remember in college couldn't figure out how to work the pay laundry machines.
Yes.
Or didn't understand what felt like very basic hygiene and just general take care of yourself things. Yes. I get it. This is your first time away for most. Like,
they weren't prepared at all.
Is that because we're treated by a traditional gender role?
A lot of times, yes. Like there are some cultures where mom takes care of the son until the son is married, basically. And then even after that, mom still inserts herself to try to take care of the son. Like going to your son and daughter-in-law's house and doing the laundry is a little too far. Yes, it's nice to have your laundry done, but no, you don't want your mother-in-law in your house cooking and cleaning. No, no, no. This is my household. I run it the way that I see fit. So, yes, I feel like traditional roles, if you're setting your kid up that way, you could be some up for failure if they're needing to go away to college or
To a non-traditional location.
because then they're
Because college is not right. That doesn't fit into the traditional bubble.
no for women.
Yeah,
Men,
if you went straight from living at home to living with your spouse, got it. That would work potentially. You know, where the roles could then be completely flipped from mom took care of this, so now my wife takes care of this. But again, that situation feels very, very niche.
It's a series on TLC where they grew up like they.
Is it the Duggar? Not the Duggar.
They do the same type of church type stuff.
Okay.
But they basically, the boys had to do boy jobs. The girls took care of the younger sisters, and that's how they were instilled in their heads. And so when the boys moved away, or when the oldest kids moved away, and they saw like the real world, they were, what is this? Like, oh, I gotta do this, or they just didn't know how to do anything. And then like the one guy, the oldest son, when he moved out and got married, his wife was like, didn't know how to do this. She would make fun of him. And I kind of felt bad for him because it's like, well, don't make fun of him.
Right.
You knew that before you married him.
Yeah.
Because she grew up in the same type of household. But of course, her being a girl, she already knew a lot more and she rebelled a lot.
You know, I think the best I could relate to that was I was Girl Scout. Brownie until high school. But the traditional path is you're sticking with Girl Scouts. Our Girl Scout troop, shout out group Troop 22, we were the closest knit. It was incredible. But we didn't want to follow their rules. And Girl Scout rules, and we're talking 2 decades ago. So it's changed and I know it. But it was learn how to sew, learn how to cook, learn how to take care of your neighbor. There was a lot of things that, yes, you need to learn.
Yeah.
You need to know how to sew.
Everybody should learn.
But correct. They didn't teach us how to protect yourself, how to build things, use your hands. It was very dainty. So by high school, we'd already thrown half the stuff out. We're like, we got to finish these badges, but we're doing all this other stuff too. In high school, we joined a venture crew, which is a very small, like, subcategory of the Boy Scouts. So we were co-ed. We had boys and girls in the venture crew, and we set things on fire, which was awesome. That wasn't the point. But the point was we did the same things as the boys. We did cut the wood down, build things. We did these like really crazy challenges and adventures where we were competing against other Boy Scouts, competing against other Girl Scouts, and showing we can do it.
Yes.
And the guys, the same backwards. You had to learn how to sew. You had to learn how to do what we were doing. They didn't have to learn how to sell Girl Scout cookies, so they didn't get that benefit. I am
an entrepreneur.
Okay, and I'm a good sales lady. Let me boast, man. I was like 9 or 10, and I got that PDA. I just aged myself. It was the top prize that you had to sell the most Girl Scout cookies in your region. I was sold something like, I don't know, 1,000 boxes or something ridiculous.
Yeah.
Got a PDA. So proud of myself. And all it did was take notes and calculate, and it was black and white and with a little yeah, I aged myself, but I was so proud of myself.
There you go.
I'm very good at sales, and I can sell a Girl Scout cookie to anyone. I was very good at it. Finish that story. Like, was that a full circle? We came back to
traditional.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
You got it.
Either Bo doing something non-traditional or you doing something non-traditional.
I caught a fish. That
could be non-traditional.
Funny story is, yes, I caught a fish, right? Bo took me fishing. Now, the boat that he has is made for lakes and rivers that we're used to. So, so when we moved to Florida, he was like, oh, we have the intercoastal. The boat will be fine.
Oh, yeah. Huh?
Yeah, but there's still waves, so it's not normal. But we went fishing. He was like, we're going to go out to the ocean. We're going to get some big fish. And the water was smooth going out, right? So I was okay. I was like, okay, yeah. We get out there. What we were catching were little barracudas. It was no fish that we can like truly eat and enjoy.
Oh, no.
So it was like, what was the point?
Yep.
And I have to say, I enjoy fishing. I enjoy the act of catching the fish,
Okay.
but I'm not taking it off of the thing unless I have a glove on.
Mhm.
And then he has like a little live well to, keep them
Fresh.
Yeah. So, yeah, I do like fishing. That was one of the things I never thought I would say before, but I think it's also because I had like a traumatic experience as a kid. Like my grandparents are from the South, from Alabama. My grandma is, and her brothers and sisters love fishing. Well, when they moved to California, we would meet up every so often, like during the summer, to go fishing.
Okay.
Well, one time I was going and I was playing, and I had like sandals on, and a hook went straight through my sandal and was stuck in my foot. And ever since then, I just felt like, oh, fishing wasn't for me.
I think so.
I'm okay. Skip me on all that.
I'm gonna be traditional on that one. I'm okay without it.
Now, have you been fishing like on a boat?
No, I've been off a pier.
Okay.
My dad and my brother were the fishers
Okay.
that enjoyed it.
Uh-huh.
I mean, like Alaska deep sea fishing.
I think we
Fish.
need to try deep sea fishing, like in
I
Key
have,
West.
I have my sea legs. I can do the waves.
Yeah.
But the fish is the problem. The only story I do remember is the very long story short is I caught a fish and then couldn't get it off the hook fast enough. And when we put it back in the water, my dad, his line was, "Well, that's the circle of life." As a pelican came and swooped the fish up because it had just floated back up. I took too long, and I was crying. That was my traumatic fishing story. We're going in tangents today, but it's okay. I like them.
I think we need to try again, but we need to like charter a boat and so that they can clean it up for us and all that. Because also in Key West, there's a spot where if you bring your fish, they'll cook it.
Oh man, they brought
That's
back the
fresh.
best halibut from Alaska. Oh, so good. I got a guy. I'll let you know.
Okay. All right. But
We can maybe do
do
something.
Alaska. I need to be in the
Oh no,
West.
I want to go. I want to go to Alaska.
Oh goodness.
You can go in like June, and it's fine during the day. It's warm.
And then it rains, and then sun 24/7.
That's Florida. It
like
rains
12 hour. Wait, no, not more than 12 hours.
That's better though.
That's too much sun. When it's time to go to bed, you
Just close the curtains. It's worse if you're in depression and the sun never comes out. Like that I could not do. Love Alaska. Alaska is amazing. But no, I couldn't do the winters in Alaska. Nope.
No sun.
Yeah. No, then you would have to be a traditional wife.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have to take care of the home.
Like when it's dark all the dang time, like how do you get your body
A lot of electricity. They have sun lamps. You haven't seen those?
No.
Yeah, they look like sun orbs.
Are you serious?
Yes. They emit vitamin D so that you can get vitamin D. I mean, heck, it's not just Alaska. It's like
they have
the northern
outside or
you
in your building.
keep them inside the house.
We're learning something new.
Yeah, you didn't know that.
No.
Well, good. I taught you something new today. Yeah, sun lamps. Like if you low on vitamin D, they emit. It's only a certain level. It's not like a ton, but
you're not getting sunburn.
And you can just set it to turn on and off at like normal times. That way you get some sunlight.
Can you imagine working from home and being in the dark?
No, we complain enough when you're like, oh, you forget and you're like, oh, I worked too hard and then it's a daylight savings and you walk out, it's 5 o'clock and it's night out. You're like, what? Why I live in Florida.
Yeah. I want to move to Arizona so you don't have to change your clock anymore.
Aren't they trying to get rid of that?
They've been trying to get rid of it.
What do I complain to? So the takeaway, don't let social media define your role. Let your marriage and your God define it.
If your house is full of love and your marriage is healthy, you're doing it right. No matter who is doing the dishes or who is bringing home the check.
So the big question is, how do you then decide, or how do you find someone who can align with these traditional or non-traditional roles, whichever you are choosing to follow? Like, how do you then communicate that to make sure that you are on the same page?
A good thing that I would suggest for anybody before they, get married or settle down type situation is go to counseling. Get that premarital counseling because it helps clearly define those roles early so you know yay or nay. And it's not a waste of anyone's time.
Yeah, and this comes kind of both as a question as a statement, but with the traditional, you're not living together or not together before you're married. How do you know what those roles are?
You need that counseling so you can figure it out so someone can lay it out for you. But you more than likely have seen those roles in your parents. And so you're like, oh, I'm going to do what my dad does and you're going to do what my mom does. But you got to have that conversation and you have to be very clear in the beginning. because you can't just assume. No one
Right.
reads anyone else's mind like that. So you have to be very clear.
Yeah, I mean, I remember it was easy for my parents in the fact that it was like the house was the dividing line. Everything inside the house, my mom took care of, unless it was like the AC unit broke, then my dad would take care of it. But everything inside the house was my mom's domain. Everything outside the house was my dad's. So they're more traditional.
Yeah.
Both income earning, both disciplinary, a mix, but way more traditional than
Got it.
non. And so it was a very kind of easy line in the sand.
Y
If it's inside the house, it's my mom's domain.
mm,
And that did include finances. It included what came into the house.
mhm,
It was organized or taken care of. Like, the kids were taken care of by her,
mhm.
and then everything outside, the cars, the lawn, the, um, uh, I guess, main breadwinning
Yeah.
was my dad
Okay.
because it was outside the home.
Mm.
Kind of interesting, I think, bringing it into our relationship. My husband didn't have that two-parent household example, and so we did have to kind of line by line break it
Mhm.
down. Okay. What is it that your strengths or what are the things that
Mhm.
you enjoy? Because that's the other, like, yes, he knows how to do laundry.
Yeah. No one really enjoys laundry though.
I like folding. I think that's the organization of me. Like,
Okay.
it's not that I enjoy folding so much as I enjoy things being put away in the right spot.
Okay.
Place.
Because if you say you enjoy folding, I don't mind bringing my laundry to
Yeah,
you so
right?
you can fold that as
Well,
well.
if I got a good TV show on at the same time, I'm
Uh-huh.
okay with it because it's like a zone out. Like, I could just do this over and over again.
Got it.
But it's the organization of it that I
Mhm.
do enjoy. I like knowing where things are going and putting them in the
Yes.
same place and being able to find them real easy afterwards. My husband has zero interest. He
Got it.
hates it with passion. I hate touching dirty dishes, and
Mhm.
he will do the dishes. So if these
Yes.
are the things that if I have to do the dishes, I'll do the dishes. It's not
Mhm.
I know how to do dishes.
Yeah.
I'll do them. If
Mhm.
there's a pile of dirty dishes,
You're
my
gonna get
son
them
has
done.
thrown things all over the place. It's gonna get done.
Mm.
But in the automatic, let me take care of these things
Mm.
on a daily basis. Yeah, those are traditional and non-traditional roles. So
Yes.
but it was just a here's one category
Mm.
I like. Here's a category you like. We do both do lawn care. We both do car maintenance. We
Mhm.
both, there's still a bunch of other stuff that we just depends on the day. It's not set.
Yes.
It sounds like yours is way more similar to my parents.
A little bit more, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so.
I
Minus
like it.
the finances part because like, my brain just doesn't wanna fit that way. It go a lot of the time. Yeah.
But if that's his strength,
Yeah, it is because
yeah,
he's a numbers person.
yeah.
But I wanted to bring up a quick thing. So, when you guys came to the New Year's party
Yes.
and your husband started cleaning up, I'm thinking like, "What the heck?
Yeah.
Sit down. I
Yep.
got this." And
Yep.
he's like, "No, I gotta clean it real quick." And he cleaned up and I was like, "Dang,
That
that made life easier."
we'll have to do a whole nother episode on love language.
Yeah,
His love language is acts of service.
got it.
And I don't think we had been like really hanging out to that extent even
Mm-mm.
when we went over to your party, it was still no, we'd been friends for a little bit, but it
Yeah.
wasn't like um
I
we
don't know
we
you like I know you
ex-
now.
yes,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So I think in his way, that's him being like, I love y'all.
Yeah.
Let me take
Yeah.
care of you.
Mhm.
Let me take care of this because I know the burden that is after a party,
Yeah.
having to take care of everything.
Mhm.
We'll talk on love. Love language is another one. Basically, the takeaway: don't let social media define those roles. Let your marriage and your God define it.
If your house is full of love and your marriage is healthy, you're doing it right. No matter who is doing the dishes or who's bringing home the check.
Absolutely. I want to talk to the mamas for a second. If you look at your phone right now, I bet it is full of some blurry action shots, half-eaten snacks, and 8,000 screenshots. But how many of those actually feel like art?
So you may be talking about my camera roll a little bit, but basically it's just digital junk drawer of, cut chaos of just family, a bunch of screenshots from TikTok. But I'm always the one just taking the pictures, most of the time not in the actual store.
That's exactly why I started the Faith and Finger Paints workshops. We've been talking about just the mess of roles and the chaos of who's supposed to do what.
Mhm.
And how about you take it in your own hands, work with what is already in your pockets. You can teach the role to your significant other as well, but we're documenting the legacy that you're building. You shouldn't be the invisible photographer in your own life.
It is so true. And we get so caught up in the laundry piles and the messy house that we forget to see the miracle happening right in front of us.
My goal, I'm taking my years as a professional photographer and breaking it down so any mom can do it. I want to teach you how to master the phone in your pocket, the secrets in lighting, angles, composition, just so you can stop hiding behind the lens and start being part of the frame.
So you're telling me I can actually take a photo that doesn't look like a crime scene?
Yeah, learning to see the sacred order in your home. Trust the professional to show you the ropes so that you can capture miracle of your family and all of its love.
Check out the link in our show notes to join the next Faith and Finger Paints workshop. Don't let these moments just fade into a digital cloud.
Start seeing your story differently, and we'll see you there.
All right.
You have some TikToks for me because
Of
I keep getting the
course.
DMs. What are we talking about today?
All right. So we're talking about the wife swap.
Oh my gosh, I love that show.
So I got to show you one, okay?
Let's see if I haven't already seen it.
All right.
No way I should be cooking for 5 hours for some man that is fully capable of doing it himself. What are you gonna do? Just stand here? I think you should come in here and help me.
I appreciate the fact that you're this strong woman, but think about making some food, okay? Unless you pay some bills around here, you can't come in and tell the Jackster what to do.
Y'all never baked a cake?
No, but I watch shows on it.
Well, watching a show and doing it's two different things. Yeah.
I've never ever
Yeah.
baked a cake.
Baking is really bonding for a family. I mean, you can't have a phone in your hand and be baking at the same time. And plus, you get to eat cake.
There we go.
And this, just break them up.
This looks so satisfying.
Surprisingly, even Jason comes downstairs to join the family.
I couldn't believe that my dad was just sitting there without his phone or anything. He was just watching us, supervising us. He was having a good time with us.
The pace of the home is actually, it's a little different right now. Like I say, it's a little slower pace. It's cool to just kind of settle down and do stuff together.
That's garbage. Jack generalizes everything on male or female. He differentiates everything based on what gender you are.
Yeah. Same.
Okay. Had not seen that episode.
Me neither.
My jaw physically hit the floor. How someone is okay with that abuse?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think supervision is a traditional role. Like, I don't think just standing there supervising is what you're supposed to do. Like, traditional role is, yes, you bring in the bacon. You aren't just sitting on your butt watching the other person. You're physically doing other things while they're physically doing other things.
Yes.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. And he said, unless you're bringing in the money, you want me to tell him what to do?
What was, didn't we already have this discussion on like the paycheck that stay-at-home mom should be receiving?
Mhm.
Like, it's in the triple digits
Yes.
minimum on how much they do. If you tried to give that a paycheck, I'm technically bringing in money. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean that I'm not contributing. So why is this like, if I wasn't here, you'd have to be spending the money. So I'm confused.
And then you're pouring into your kid, right? And then this kid becomes a
Abuser
professional
as well?
player.
Like,
Well, no, I'm going a whole different avenue.
Oh, okay,
You're
okay.
on, we're on
I'm like,
different avenues.
wow,
Right now.
this poor
No,
kid.
I'm talking about, like, let's say they become like a professional athlete or the president, right?
Okay.
Now, mom helped set that up because she's the one that didn't go do anything else but pour into this kid,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So what happens at that point? Dad's no longer bringing home the bacon, right? That's mom's bacon, mom's future bacon that she fed into that's
Yeah.
coming back in. So what happens to the Jackster at that time?
Oh, he's still gonna claim dad. It was I did this. Oh, absolutely. Right? Because I paid for your lessons. I paid for the whatever. I paid for the
But
like.
how does the kid get there? And who taught the kid the manners and all that, the daily ins and outs of, hey, that's not right. Hey, let's do this instead.
I wonder though, does that get then passed on? If that's what they see, which is
Times, yeah.
very full circle. If that's what you were raised and that's how you think life should be, and there's not a single godly moment in
No.
that. That is not a single part of that Did God ever say this is
Mhm.
exactly what you should be doing?
Nope, not at all.
So
Remember Ruth? Ruth went out there and did what she needed to do. She was picking up the scraps until she got her a full job to help take care of her widowed mother-in-law. So, Bible that.
yeah, well, and to me, I think it probably means that they don't have faith, and because yeah, that'd be a different story.
Well, they may have what a different version of faith, right? Because people sometimes use the Bible to fit their narrative.
I've seen a few of those Netflix documentaries. I'm okay. I think I'm safe because all of them you go, how did you think that was
Okay.
what it that doesn't sound like absolute garbage to you?
They're not coming to get you. You're
No,
safe.
I think I'm okay. I think holy moly. Now I'm gonna watch the whole episode. No, it's gonna happen. I think
Oh,
it's
man.
incredible because a lot of it's not so much the traditional, non-traditional, it's the
Mhm.
discipline versus
Mhm.
no discipline or cultural
Yes,
differences that
the
I
polar
find
opposites.
incredible. Whole other set of topics. Maybe
Yes.
I'll talk on that one another time too. Coming up with episodes while we're
Yes.
doing this. Wow. Okay, good one. I like that TikTok today.
Yes.
Right. What do you think? It's a
Yes.
wrap
That's a wrap.
on the role debate. I mean, I feel empowered to be exactly who God called me to be. So I hope the same for everyone else.
Yes. And next week, we're going there. We are bringing on our girl, Rachel, to talk about sex and marriage.
We're talking about intimacy, keeping it fresh, and the stuff no one wants to talk about in church. You'll want some headphones, I think.
It shouldn't be that bad, but you never know. So we're just going to tell you, have your headphones just in case. No kids around for that
Yeah,
episode.
no, I would agree. As always, don't forget to find us and follow on at Different by Avenue on all of the socials. We will
Yes.
see you around. Bye.
Another day, another walk, keeping faith in the stride. No matter where the avenue goes, he's the one to always provide. From the dirt to the grace, you gotta keep the faith. Trust the spirit in the truth. Yeah. Because God will never lose. See you next time. We got a way you it. Yeah, you did it. Yeah, you did it. When the road got rock, you pulled up to it. You always you it. Yeah, you did it. Yeah, we got a way you do it. Yeah. It's on a different by avenue.